Ladies, gentlemen, wizards, warlocks, warriors, and wenches. Hello, and we have another video for you today, and I'm on my warrior, because I always am. So, I'm going to be looking at add-ons, because people are asking me about add-ons and my UI, and all that kind of good, fancy stuff. So, figured that'd be a good little video to make, and I'll try not to spend too long on it. This is my second time recording, because I'm a doofus, so huzzah! And we'll just kind of like slide through the main things, and then I'll go into more detail at the end. So I'm going to front load it, so even if you don't want to get into the nitty gritty, you can just see boom, 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 what is happening and what have I got and what's going on. Right, first thing, Tuck UI client. I love this thing because it's just good. Saves me going through that painful forum and finding the bits I want. So what have I got? I've got ElvUI Enhanced, ElvUI, Bennick UI version 2, and add-on skins. These are kind of like the main bread and butter of my entire interface as it goes together. And it's mainly ElvUI and Bennick UI version 2. Bennick UI gives me the entire kind of visual appearance of my UI, along with ElvUI obviously, which is kind of like the backbone it's all built on top of. ElvUI Enhanced gives me nice fancy little things like my eye levels on my items and kind of just things being things, and it's good. ElvUI Enhanced is very, very good. It gives me 31 enhancements in 10 categories to ElvUI. There you are. And add-on skins allows for things like the embedding of my recount, or well, actually SCADA in this case. I went with SCADA because some reason. And then, yeah, so that's brilliant. Now, also I'm going to show you my curse client, which has Breeze. Just allows me to spam through by missions completely. You can ignore that. I have carg bags just because I like the way it breaks things up automatically for me. I don't have to do anything, and everything is separated into categories. Kind of like the way Arc inventory worked, but you don't have to set it up. It's completely automatic. It's fantastic. But again, that's something you don't need. Deadly Boss mod, you probably should have that. Postal, again, something you don't need. And then some sort of damage meter. Omen is dead this expansion because every tank has 900% threat. So, to Omen, really? Sorry, guy that developed it. I feel bad for you, man, but no one needs it anymore, man. I'm sorry. Moving on. So that's all the add-ons I have. I'll hold them up here just for a second. So we got ElvUI Enhanced, ElvUI, Bennick version 2, add-on skins, Breeze, Carg, Deadly Boss mod, Postal, SCADA. So really not a lot, especially if you ignore most of these. Like, other than SCADA, you can basically ignore that whole lot. Or Deadly Boss mod and SCADA. The rest of it is not needed. So back into the actual UI. I had a few questions. One of them was my scrolling battle text stays on my body. I really like the way yours is off to the side. Okay, so let's have a quick look in the options. Now, first of all, I did have an add-on. A lot of my add-ons have changed due to me having some kind of visual bug that I was trying to get rid of, and then I've just figured out how to fix it literally while recording the last video, because I was halfway through it, and then I went, holy crap, I know why this is happening. I'm going to re-record. I can show it to you, actually, because it's literally... I have basically sweet effects, which allows... I don't know if you can see it here. It goes kind of gritty, and it kind of sharpens all the corners, and it looks really nice. However, in my config file, it does this. And it I don't know. It gives me this, like, thing. So if I turn sweet effects off, it completely fixes it. So anyway, don't get sweet effects for WoW because it will break stuff. Lesson learned. So what was I talking about? Right, damage text. Yeah, I was using mixed scrolling battle text, and you can find that on WoW interface. Just put in MSBT in all caps, one word, if you can call it a word, or mic scrolling battle text, and you'll find it. And then you can set that up, or you'll find profiles on WoW interface that will you can just quickly put in there pre-done, and then it will just all be set up for you. And mixed scrolling battle text is great. I kind of got bored of it, I guess. I didn't really see a need for it. It was using up my memory, and I have plenty of memory. I have like 8 gig, but apparently 2.5 megabytes is just too much for me because I'm an annoying prick. So That's the thing. Anyway, mixed scrolling battle text will allow you to do your text however you want. You can have crits be big and massive, and you can have sounds go on there. So, like, for example, if you love your PvP, whenever you kill someone, you can have a audience applaud to you. Do whatever you like. Go crazy with it. The add-on is awesome. The configuration is a little bit awkward. You can probably find more videos on how to do that on YouTube. Or you can just kind of fiddle with it. Or you can, again, find some profiles. Next thing, my get boxes that pop up above my action bar that show my cooldowns and abilities, which I don't really need. I'm sorry, my friend, I have no idea what that is. I've never seen that before. Not with these add-ons anyway. You may have another add-on from previous that has kind of manifested itself into the add-on, because the LVUI and Bennett UI especially like to take add-ons and then it will skin them and move them and make them work, like intertwine them with the add-on. So perhaps it was something that previously you didn't see that was part of another add-on, or I don't know, whatever it was, it may just be like remnants of an old add-on or something left over. You can probably just find it in your add-ons list and just see what it is and just get rid of it. So yeah, that's that one. I still have the target's name above them rather than health bars like you do in your video. Right, let me run to my or leap rather over to some things. For any of you that didn't know, your level 3 garrison is awesome. You have lots of things here that many people haven't seen. For example, you have training dummies. The wizard's hat is always the DPS. The sword and shield is always the tank. That will slap you and kill you. And that one is the healing. That is a friendly one that you can spam the shite out of. So, you probably have this. And that's kind of what you're seeing. And then you're having to use your unit plates or unit frames in order to tell what health the enemy's on. If you press V with default key bindings, you will have nameplates pop up for your enemies. And they will allow you to see all sorts of things, including debuffs, which you can see across the top here. They will match these, but it's just kind of a second representation in case you're not looking. And then you can kind of see what targets are bleeding, and I can, you know, all sorts of stuff. So you can keep an eye on things that way. And I hit the tanking one, which killed me. Fantastic. Best thing to do in a video, guys. Get killed by an inanimate object. So let's quickly run back over here. Good job, me. And yeah, so while we're doing that, let's go through here. Recount. How do we get recount to sit inside the window and be embedded? Now this is where the add-on skins plugin comes in, and this is going to allow you to skin lots and lots of your things. I know it's very precise. Lots of things. And as you plug in more add-ons that you may have, it will find more and more. It won't find all of them, unfortunately. Like, for example, I wish please someone that works on Elv write a Bad skin for it that changes, you please. Anyway, so what you want to do in here is you go into embed settings, you single embed the system, or you can dual embed. Like, for example, I could have SCADA twice if I really wanted to. And but that's really for like recount and omen, or if you've got two windows open so you can watch healing and damage, so you can do that sort of thing. In my case, I just want the one. I can hide it out of combat if I want to. I can embed it in the right or the left. I can show a backdrop. I can enable transparency on the backdrop. All sorts of things that allow you in there, add-on skins, to embed whatever add-on you would like to your chat panels. Okay. I would like to resurrect. Thank you, game, for killing me on my video. You bastard. So, Bennett UI is really, really cool. It gives me this whole kind of look. When you go through, you've got different color themes. You've got Diablo, which is a nice red. You've got Elf, which is black. You've got Hearthstone, which is blue. And you've got Mist, which is greeny, bluey, green, something. And I just, whatever, had the black. You can change all sorts of settings. You go into options. You've got data fonts. You've got unit frames. You've got experience stuff. You know, all that good kind of stuff. Other things you can do, you can go to equipment. This again is part of the enhanced, I believe. I believe these are things that enhanced would do. You can change your watcher frame over there. You can change your farmer stuff. You can have equipment. So for example, if I went into a battleground now, it would automatically put on my PvP gear. If I wanted to have my protection spec as my glad gear, and then my fury spec as my PvP gear for some reason, I could do that. And what that would do is when I change spec here, you'll see I get these. I can right click and change my loot specializations, or I can left click and then it will automatically put me in my primary spec. And you'll see my legs change because I only have PvP legs, because I PvP a lot, as you can probably tell. Again, I can click it again and it'll go back to prot and put on my prot legs. So that's kind of a cool little nifty thing, and it also do the same if you go in battlegrounds. And all that good stuff. What else have we got? Unit frames, aura bars. Aura bars are brilliant, especially if, like for example, the warrior, you have something that's only really one thing is needed. So that's kind of, we need to look at unyielding strikes and we need to look at shield charge. So what you're going to see is when I charge in, unyielding strikes, I have it yellow and I can see that come up. And shield charge doesn't even want to be a thing because of course I changed spec. Everything's going wrong. So gladiator stance, run in, and my shield charge is going to come up red, and that's going to allow me to view that. And holy crap, I'm getting killed again. Please cleave. Why? So yeah, that's going to allow me to do that. And it just allows you to see what's going on. It's nice and visual, and I'm going to quickly show you how to change the colors because it took me a while, because I'm a bit of a spaz. I need to not be in combat. Don't know what it is about these ones here, they just love keeping you in combat. There we go. So I'm going to go into my unit frames. I'm going to pick my player frame. No, I'm not. This is completely wrong. I'm going to go into my filters. I'm going to click aura bar colors. I'm going to choose an ability. Now, here's a really good example of what not to do. Don't use unyielding strikes, but have the S be small because it won't do anything. So unyielding strikes, I have it set as yellow. Shield charge, time warp, all these things pop up. These are default. Shield charge and unyielding strikes are custom. But let's see, for example, if I wanted to look at last stand. So let's do last, capital S, capital L, capital S, last stand. I then hit OK. Find last stand in here, and then I can make it bright pink because pink. And then if I get into combat again, and I hit F2, I have last stand in bright pink. Fantastic, absolutely beautiful. I'm going to actually keep it like that because I love it. So that's kind of like the kind of basics. Was there anything I was going to show you that I didn't? I don't think so. I think I'm just kind of waffling on now. What other cool stuff does Elf do? Buffs and debuffs. You can move them, change them. You can consolidate buffs. Like your ones up here. You can do all sorts of things. Unit frames. I have my player frames, for example. I have aura bars on, which you just saw. They are the bars that come up. I usually turn off my buffs because they are the same as the aura bars. Buffs do not need to be turned on, and debuffs I have on, but what I do with them is I put them below, because your aura bars kind of push above them when you've turned buffs off, because I changed the anchor point. So I've just moved I've made it -30 on the Y, so all my debuffs will now come up in this area here. I don't ask why. Completely something. Anyway. Like I said, I'm just waffling. So either enjoy it or you can leave. That's fine. I don't feel bad. It's okay. Well, I've got a target. I usually turn off the class icon because it's really friggin' annoying. What is this? Why does that exist? Oh my god, I can make it bigger if I want to. I don't know why I would want to. It's friggin' turn that off. Okay. Attack icon. No. GPS. Never even seen it. Don't even know. Does that even work? No. No. It's not a thing. Combo bars, craft bars, you can move anything you like. You can have a portrait, you can turn it off. One thing I was looking at doing actually was when does I'm going to keep that on. Anyway, so you do basically anything you like with these. They're really cool. You can chain off range check if you like, because it's like, oh, you're not in melee range? Well, then we're going to make it half and half, whatever. Make it transparent. You got raid frames, all that stuff. You can toggle your anchors. You can move anything you like. Raid and party frames are all over here, obviously, stacked on top of each other. You can move your player frame, move all this stuff. You move your stance bar, whatever you like. You can move it all around. Yeah, so that's kind of that. Was there anything else? Nameplates, small plates. These come on when there's like, you know, tiny little mobs. Like for example, when like weedlings, when you're fighting stuff in Gorgrond and things like that. Like there'll just be tiny little nameplates to pop up, so you can kind of know that they just get wiped out with one AOE. Nothing really exciting there. You can have the money toggle in combat. You can change the colors, the bars, the buffs, the fret, filters, all sorts of stuff. So much to do. Data text, these are custom for me. These are not how yours will come. I usually just show my FPS, my gold, my time, my mail, my durability, and then my spec changing thing. You can change all that in here. There's loads of information here. Loads and loads and loads. Most of it is crap. You want Bennett UI right chat panel, Bennett UI left. The rest of it you can ignore. Just ignore it. You can add extra ones, like we're doing that, and I've probably just screwed my entire UI. Yep. So that's fun. And then, you know, all that kind of cool stuff. You can do whatever you like with it. It's pain in the ass, apparently. Where did I have this? Where were you? Let's call that 210, and then that one 210. Cool. I think that's right. No, it isn't. Nah. This is going to be an interesting video. I'm just talking crap. Yeah, so if there is anything else you would like to know that I haven't covered, or I haven't waffled on in crazy gibberish about, again, just send me a message, do what you do, and yeah, we'll see what happens. You got buffs and debuffs, and you can change your bags. I turn my bags off, obviously. General, what have we got? Media, so you can change text, fonts, colors, textures. I can have crazy stripes and outlines and grids and whatever you like. Do what you want with it. I'm going to stick to the, what, I can't remember what was on before. Crap, I need to stop changing things. Yeah. I need to reload my UI apparently. Okay. Yeah, so anything else you need to know, guys? You probably haven't got to this point in the video. That's fine. It doesn't matter. At least you got what you came here for. I hope you enjoyed. Take care, guys. I will see you next time.